that you've had a chance to view our course syllabus, let's go ahead and take a look at our course itself. We'll be doing most of our work in this area, obviously, so it's worth it to do a quick overview of the spaces where we will be spending quite a bit of our time. The first thing you'll notice is that when you log in every day, that the first place you'll see is our course blog. This will always be our point of entry. I post all kinds of interesting and important information in this section. Things such as today, videos, class addresses, sometimes information of what's happening around the world that relates to topics we're working on. So always make sure that you check what's posted here in the course blog and scroll through all the new entries. Feel free to engage with myself and your classmates in this area by replying to these blogs when you are inclined to do so. On the left-hand column, you'll notice all sorts of tabs. The first tab, which I hope you've already looked at, is the Start Here tab. This area has all kinds of information and tutorials to help you succeed in this course. From there, we have our syllabus and book information, which hopefully you've already taken a look at. And next, the top 3 important links, we have important contact information. Here, this is a quick link to my email address, office phone number and location, office hours, as well as IT's information. Any technical questions should be related to IT. They are open from the wee hours of the morning into the wee hours of the evening. They are there to answer all of your questions. And the second set of links, this is where we will be spending most of our time. In the dates and deadlines section, I have embedded a Google Calendar, which you can link to your own calendar or use as a general reference. Right now the link is broken, so when you go there, we're not going to see anything, but this should be fixed before the beginning of the semester, so it won't be too much of an issue. When the link is fixed and this is embedded in our course, you will see all of our due dates. You will notice that we will always have things due on Mondays and Thursdays at 10 p.m. Sometimes something is due is just simply reading. However, I do expect it to be read by that date. You'll also notice that sometimes on a Monday or a Thursday, we may not have something due. But I will never ask for something to be submitted on a Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. So you can always expect Mondays and Thursdays at 10 p.m. for something to be due. The next major space that we will be spending quite a bit of time in is our Learning Units link. This is where we will be doing all of our coursework. After this video, I hope you'll jump over to the first unit, Unit 0, Getting Started. I try to keep things in the same order every week and every unit, so there's no surprises, there's no hidden agenda, there's no trick assignments that are embedded anywhere else. What you'll notice at the beginning of each unit is that I have what you'll find in each folder. So you'll see for Unit 1, there are 3 basic things that you should be doing. When we go into Unit 1, we'll see all the different things of our overviews, our unit objectives, as well as how long it takes to complete. Let's go ahead and look at Unit 0. In each unit, I have weekly objectives as well as weekly lessons. Each lesson, you will most likely have something to read, something to watch, and something to write. I ask that you do this in the order that they're presented. I oftentimes will also have a playlist of videos for you to watch, and all you have to do is simply click on that. From there, you'll notice the due date for that week. If there are any additional links, for example, if I want you to do something in the blog section, you'll notice that I give you detailed instructions on how to find that, and/or it will also be posted in this section, such as the quiz that I want you to take and the blog post that I would like you to complete. To get a better detailed view of this, let's go to the first official learning unit. When we click on learning units, we'll notice several things. First thing, week 1 of every learning unit will have the assignment sheet, which you should download and read multiple times right here. It will also have again the week's objectives, the lesson work, remember read, watch, write, the playlist for you, and the due date. Everything you need is right here, as well as where things should be submitted and how they should be submitted. When we go to week 2, as you can see, we have week 2. It's the same thing. Week objectives, your lesson work, read, watch, and write, a playlist, and a due date. When we go to week 3, you notice the same thing. The week's objectives, the lesson work, read, watch, write, the playlist, and the due date. And here after that, I have your final project, which is due on February 3rd for the first unit. So this is a really easy way for us to kind of have a nice format. There's no surprises again. You'll always have it something to read, watch, and write for pretty much every week. Sometimes that will change, but again, the format is always the same. Next, we'll come down to communications. In this section, these are the main spaces where we may be communicating. Mostly, it will be our discussion board and blog areas that we'll be communicating in. The next section is our turn-in paper section. It's in this section that you will submit any work that requires you to come here. And I'll have a little more information once it's time to actually submit something to this space. If you need to check your grades or any comment feedback, that is where you will do so. So this is a basic overview again of the course. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask.